god, so I finished NOS4A2. So NOS4A2, I found out while reading the book, is actually a German word for vampire. I believe it was based off of one of those really old German expressionist films. NOS4A2 is written by Joe Hill, Stephen King's son, if you didn't know. It is very much in the vein of Stephen King. It is about a man who very much resembles a vampire, pretty much. He feeds off of the unhappiness of children, which eventually makes them turn into crazy creatures whose idea of fun is to kill and destroy you. So the protagonist of this, Lily, is a badass little girl when the book starts out, but it ends with her being a fucking badass grown-up. She's got like sleeves of tattoos, she's a biker chick, she's an artist who makes like little kid books with like a robot illustration. She's just all around just fucking awesome. So the whole idea in Joe Hill's book is that there is another world that's very much connected to our world, where kind of otherworldly beings live or exist. And what I really love about King and Joe Hill is that they always reference other works in there. Like there's a map in here that shows Pennywise Circus from It. He talks about Craddock McDermott, I believe is the name, the ghost from Heart-Shaped Box that I reviewed recently. So there's a lot of little gems like that in here. And what I really love about this book is that it was just really easy to read and blow through, and you get really sucked into it. I read it in a couple of days because it was just like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna go down? And he's very good, just like his father, at creating this kind of suspense that just gets your heart beating and racing rapidly. One small note, this is a spoiler, so skip a couple seconds ahead. Oh wait, my arm, you skip to that, you skip to that. One small spoiler, just like Heart-Shaped Box, there is the death of animals, and the owner doesn't really express much sadness. I mean, granted, this book has like 2 or 3 sentences more of sadness in it. I was just like, what? Like, I don't, like, that's the only time I get taken out of the book, where, you know, I'm just like, I just don't believe that as like an animal person myself. If someone kills your animal in front of you, or your animal dies saving you, that evokes a very strong emotional reaction. And like, I feel like everything else in this book hits hard, and I know I'm being nitpicky and that's a tiny little thing. I mean, the book is amazing. I'd give it like a 7 or an 8, but that part of it, I'm just like, come on guys, like, but anyway, NOS4A2 is great. I really liked it, and I have one more book from him. It's called Horns, which I hear is actually his best book. My friend said that, and he's a little biased, but yeah, I would definitely recommend picking it up if you really like King and if you like vampire shit, because this is vampire shit, but it's not with a guy who you want to be your boyfriend. It's a guy you kind of really like to kill. So I'll leave a link if you want to buy it below, and don't forget to have sex with it, but just be careful because he's a really, really old guy. He's like 116. Who knows how many diseases he has.